No sé, la verdad que ahora así no recuerdo, la verdad estoy cansado, estoy con poca fuerza y me cuesta pensar, así que nada, disfrutando este momento y con ganas de ir con mis compañeros. La verdad que está espectacular como se dio, la verdad que hoy tuve el penal que podría haber aumentado, o si hacía el penal quizás no llegaba al otro tampoco, así que nunca se sabe, pero bueno, feliz por el resultado y por la participación y el trabajo del equipo.
Look at to tears with his performance today. A historical moment. He's now found the back of the net in 6 straight World Cup matches, and that equals an all-time record as well. And he is, of course, now the outright leading scorer in World Cup history with 18 goals. It was interesting listening to him there, Lex, because he was like, well, you know, if I got the penalty, then maybe I wouldn't have ended up. He'd have ended up getting the record.
Well, I mean, look, for all of his greatness, he doesn't say a whole lot publicly, and that's, you know, his humility. He's a reluctant type of star. But to your point, if you heard him talk right there, it almost as if he was inferring that missing the penalty fired him up a little bit and maybe kept him on to get that second goal. Maybe he, in some strange way, needed it. Either way, he provided, you know, just another classic type of outing and proved why, for a lot of people, he is the greatest player ever to play the game.
Zlatan, you know him personally. Do you think that fired him up, that missed penalty?
100%, 100%. Yeah. When you're on that level, you don't like to do mistake. You don't like to miss. And it was all about, was he going to score 1, 2, 3? Today was 2. He showed he was human by missing the penalty, but then he breaks the record. Add another one on top of that, showing that he's not a human being. So he is hungry. He is hungry.
And Zlatan, tell us about his teammates on that Argentina squad and on the team, who, as you have often described, always look to him to score the goal. But what kind of people do they have to be to allow Messi to be the megastar in their team that he is?
He's the leading guy there. They want him to lead them to win the World Cup. He already did it one time, and now they want him to do it again. And they're doing everything for him, but the thing is, he's giving back. So he's not only taking it for himself. He's not the most working guy on the pitch, but the way he moves, the way he's like the spider in the net, he makes everything work. And they're just like, show us the way and we will follow.
Thierry, let's talk about age. He turns 39 in 2 days' time.
What age?
Clarence Seedorf said on our coverage yesterday, it's just a number. But explain to our viewers, so many people, of course, retire in their early 30s in soccer. So what is going on here?
What's going on is there's a team that will die for him, that will always occupy the space that they need to occupy when they did defend. And one thing I will say about this game, at one point they had to dig deep to make sure that Austria wasn't going to score. And they did. And once again, somehow, Leo arrived and started to pull the string when he had to pull the strings. And let's not forget, okay, he missed a penalty. He had the ball almost set on the line by Alaba. He had the 1-1 with the keeper where he didn't want to unleash it, and then he went back, and he could have had 3 to 4 goals without moving a lot. And I say all the time, sometimes not moving is the best move that you can have or you can make. This is why when everyone crash the box sometimes, but you need to crash the box. Strikers need to go there, then you can stay on there. But what Almada did, to go back to your point, on the goal, to let the ball go through, that's when you know what it does represent for this team.
Real quick, Zlatan, if at 38 he's like this, in 4 years' time, will that be a big difference from 38 to 42?
I mean, the older you get, the slower you get, but the guy is a genius. He doesn't need his body. He just needs to think. He just have to manipulate everybody else and put himself in those situations he needs to be.
But they play at this pace, so it doesn't really matter.
So it could be 50, 60.
Still there. You can see them over Clarence's broad shoulders, still dancing, still singing, still enjoying themselves, as are the three of us. Rob, like Clarence, do you want to go? Do you want to leave Messi? I don't want to leave Messi. So here's Lionel Messi's numbers so far at this World Cup. 170 minutes, 124 touches, 12 shots, 5 goals. Today alone, here's the records he either tied or broke. He tied a World Cup record with goals in 6 straight matches. He has now won 18 games on the World Cup stage, and of course, his 18 goals, most in World Cup history. This guy's still excited. Plenty of reason to be excited. Clarence is Clarence is going to give this guy a hard tackle that might earn him a yellow card. Clarence, it's the movement of Messi. Carey taking care of business.
He thought I was still playing it. He marked me so close. Let me go.
Good luck marking Clarence Seedorf. Good luck marking Lionel Messi. It's his movement. We talked about it at halftime. Let's talk about it again after 90 minutes. That really has impressed you so far.
Yeah, it's impressive because it takes patience. Because many players want to go behind the ball, go and get the ball, and he is just actually moving the opposite side of where the ball is. He takes his time, let his team play the ball around, and when he gets in action, the players of the opponents don't know actually where he comes from. Even with this goal, everybody's looking at the ball, and he's coming at this moment. Who saw him coming? Nobody. His teammates know he's coming there.
How about the dummy, by the way?
Oh, yeah, because they know. I mean, this, by the way, we've seen it with Barcelona. We've seen it, with Miami FC as well. They know that when the ball comes back, he will present himself. He demands that they put the ball back because everybody normally, naturally goes into the box to defend the small area around the goalkeeper. So it's a psychological game that he owns.
As long as he's there, fit, ready to play, Argentina can march on. There's no doubt about that.
You want to see him in the next World Cup as well, right?
I do, yeah. No, but the thing about him is he's not a very big guy. He doesn't do a lot of work. He doesn't. Well, if you've seen him tackle two guys, I think he had 2 tackles against Algeria where we were going like, whoa, what's going on? He's actually had 1 today as well.
He's fit.
But he doesn't get into these kind of situations. So the risk of injuries and, the wear and tear injuries that normally stops a career, I mean, they don't really apply to him. He looks like he's somebody who go on and on and on.
I just want to enjoy
football
every second. Yeah, I just want to enjoy every second that the guy plays.
He had 7 goals at the last World Cup. He's already at 5, just 2 games in. Today was his 4th multi-goal game of his World Cup history. Let's go big picture with Argentina. If you're France, if you're Spain, if you're one of those other big boys, you're watching Argentina today at least. Are you saying they belong with us, or we feel like they're a notch above them?
The thing when we hear and we can actually see the game is that if you take Messi out of it, it's not the greatest team in the world. They are a good team in terms of how they stick together and how they work hard. I just wonder if you take Messi out, let's just say if he gets an injury, who is going to make the magic? Where you can look at some of the other teams. You saw Spain yesterday. That's a lot of players there who can make magic and actually change games. You got Alvarez, you got Lautaro Martinez, and then who?
I think that's quite enough. I think that is 2 big strikers that can really take big moments as well. And until Messi's on the pitch, they don't need to do that. They need to provide other things. But if Messi would not be there, I'm sure these guys will rise.
He's there. They're marching on.
Oh, no, for sure.
Yeah. Remember, he had some hamstring issues coming into this tournament. They have 5 days rest until they're on the field again right here in Dallas Saturday, taking on Jordan. Today, this was our 3rd visit to the Dallas area this summer. Remember, day 4, Japan, Netherlands, banger 2-2 game.
We love it.
Match day 7, we were also here for England, Croatia. And our road show has already provided plenty